This video uses analogies and illustration in an attempt to make what is complex become comprehensible in less than 6 minutes. For more detailed understanding, use this content as a guide for much deeper research. You've probably all played Monopoly at some point, and each set includes the image of the Monopoly Man. Here's a question: does the Monopoly Man wear a monocle or not? Is it image A or image B? While you think about that, I'm going to talk about how artificial intelligence is similar to the human brain, and how both learn and store knowledge. A lot of people imagine there's a huge data center somewhere where AI keeps everything it's scraped from the internet ready to pull out when needed. But that isn't true. AI doesn't store the training data itself. It learns from it and then discards it. Think of it like reading a book. Once read, you don't keep every page in your head, but the knowledge becomes part of you. That's how AI works too. Our brains are biological. We have about 86 billion neurons connected by around 100 trillion synapses, powered by chemistry and electricity. AI brains, or large language models, are digital, built-in silicon with billions of artificial neurons, each represented by mathematical weights. AI learns by adjusting these numerical weights. We learn by changing the strength of our neural connections through experiences, emotion, and feedback, using a process called synaptic plasticity. Both humans and AI store information in distributed networks, not in a single location. No single neuron or number contains a fact. The meaning comes from the patterns across many connections. Imagine baking a cake. Your knowledge of how to do it isn't in one place. It's scattered across experiences, recipes, shows, books. When you decide to bake, your brain activates that network pattern, and then you know how to do it. AI does the same, but its recipe lives in numbers inside a multidimensional space. To think of cake, it activates a specific pattern of numbers, and that pattern is its internal representation of what cake means. They both recreate information dynamically, not by reading a stored file. That means our memories aren't fixed recordings like a video. Instead, each recall slightly rewrites them. Every time we remember, we reconstruct, and small changes might occur. Now, back to the Monopoly Man. Does he wear a monocle? And the answer is B, he doesn't. And if you got that wrong, you're not alone. About 60% of people also thought he wore a monocle. Let's try another one. The Fruit of the Loom logo. Which is correct? A or B? Now, hold on to that thought while I explain why these errors might happen in both humans and AI. When we try to remember something, like baking that cake or the Monopoly Man's appearance, our memory works like searching for pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle scattered across a vast warehouse. Our brain races around gathering fragments, but sometimes pieces have gone missing or got shuffled in with similar memories from neighbouring puzzles. Rather than leave obvious gaps, our brain instinctively fills in the blanks with pieces that seem to fit, piecing together a picture that feels complete, even if it's not quite accurate. Our memory is influenced by associations and stereotypes. Wealthy old-fashioned characters often had monocles, so our brain fills in with a plausible detail. That's how we can remember the Monopoly Man with a monocle. When AI does this, we call it a hallucination. AI's memories are numeric patterns. When it constructs meaning, sometimes the pattern leads to a plausible sounding or confident answer that is factually incorrect. Back to the Fruit of the Loom question. Most people remember a cornucopia behind the fruit, but there never was one. The correct answer is A. Part of the reason we cling to our incorrect memories may be that accepting that we're wrong forces us to face something even more unsettling. that our sense of reality itself can't always be trusted. And here's the deeper question. If our memories mix truth with illusion, and we can't always tell what's false, yet our entire sense of self depends on those memories, then how do we truly know what our lives were really like? The only thing that we can be certain of is what we are experiencing now. This moment. But unfortunately, that moment has already passed into our memory. And gone.